All right, guys. Welcome. We're here in the studio. I got your boy Min. It's me, your boy Bob, and we're here with all of our friends, and we are doing a very. What do you think?
I'm excited for this one, Robert.
I'm excited too. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it's controversial because of the price, but I'm also gonna say it's like long awaited, and we've been talking about this for a while, right?
Would you like to cover price point now or after we taste?
Let's open it, and then let's let's talk about the price, and then we'll do it. So today we're reviewing HTX Foodplug. This is like a pop-up restaurant that a very successful gentleman started. They serve at first one thing that we've had in mind for a while, and that is these hot Cheeto boudin balls. And they're huge. They look good. They're big. I don't know where these. I don't want to put this. Yeah, you put it. Thank you so much.
Funny enough, you know how I found out about these?
How?
He had the viral videos of him going to like Sam's Club, Costco's, where he was clearing them out and buying all the hot Cheeto bags. I didn't even know what he was doing it for at first. I thought he was just trying to be viral.
You saw a big dude buying all the
hot Cheetos. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I was with it too. It was like I saw him like, what is this? And again, I thought it was like a joke. The big old dude, because he's a big dude.
He is.
And he would literally just get his arm to get like 5 carts.
Yeah, he's loading like 5 carts full of just hot Cheeto bags.
Yeah, and it was insane. So that was kind of like it was surprising, and it was but once I caught on to it, it looked good. Now you know me for a long time. I am a huge fan of boudin and like southern food, and so I'm gonna be.
You're a big boudin guy.
I'm a huge boudin guy. I've driven 4 hours, and on the way to New Orleans is a place.
Louisiana stops.
Yes, and I make sure to get boudin from special places. Won't make a day trip out of it. Won't do anything else. I'll go over state lines specifically for boudin.
Are you gatekeeping the restaurant?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the name.
That's pretty fair gatekeep, y'all.
Yeah.
Keep tuned in.
So I guess I'll wait. I just picked these up. They're still fresh. I waited in line for about 45 minutes before I got to order. The line was kind of small. When I ordered, it took me under 2 minutes. This is their staple. This is the hot Cheeto boudin ball. It has cheese. They're about the size of a baseball?
Yeah, about a baseball.
Yeah, they're pretty. A
little bigger than a baseball.
Put your hand over it.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, right.
Maybe fist size.
Yeah.
Fist size.
Yeah, these things do look dangerous.
Yeah.
Pack said they look dangerous. They look extremely dangerous. And yeah, so this is like the pan is either 3 for $25 or for $12. It is $100. So there's some missing. My parents want some. I gave them some. So this is what we're working with today. Look great. Everybody about to eat some right now. Hopefully you guys like boudin, and hopefully you guys like this boudin. And we're gonna go.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, and it also comes with these sauces. I don't know what the sauce is. This is a
looks like nacho cheese.
It does, but it's like a pressure sauce. Here, let's open and smell. Let's get this one out of the way real quick.
I'll tell you guys this: like, have you guys ever watched a viral video of food, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just always thinking like, I wonder what that tastes like. I'm finally gonna get that experience today.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it all over like Instagram. Everybody has like, I feel like, I don't know when I watch those videos because he has them review it in front of him.
Yeah.
So I feel like people are under pressure to give a
honest review, like a hyped up.
You
review.
think so?
No, I'm sorry, not honest. A hyped up review.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a less genuine review because the owner is right there in front of you. So I mean, yes, you want to boost his business.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna tell y'all this review is gonna be honest.
So yeah, 100% honest. So Pax asked again. I should have clarified. This is a southern thing. He asked, "What is boudin?" Boudin is basically rice mixed with depending on what type you want. It could be pork. It could be chicken. I believe these are chicken, and spices. So basically, it comes in sausage casings.
Yeah.
And not sausage, but what is it, like those pig intestine?
Yeah, it's the casing of what y'all would typically think is a sausage. Like a bratwurst.
Yeah, and they're delicious. You can steam them, you can smoke them, which is the way I like to eat them. They become spicy. They become in beef, chicken.
Do
pork.
you know? Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know how it went from the basic boudin link to a ball form?
Okay. So there's a story behind this.
Hit me.
Okay. So essentially, it was this drunk person loved his boudin, but of course, walking around town. This is probably like something like 30 years ago. He would eat like a buttload of it. He'd get lunch, whatever. He looked stupid holding up these sausages. I swear to you, this is a true story.
I mean, I'm not questioning it. Sometimes I question your stories, but I mean, this one I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
And he would, this is in Louisiana. Right. This is in like southern Louisiana, and he'd be walking around just holding up these like sausages, eating them on his way from work to school to whatever. And so one day he decided like, okay, well, like this is. I don't want to use the term that I read, but he thought it was a little suspect. So what he did was made a way to eat them like on the go and crispy and not so suspect. That's the story I read. I did do a little bit of research on this, and I'll clarify more later. But essentially, he ended up making the boudin ball, and originally the first iteration was with flour and egg, and then people moved on to using cracker as a shell. People did breadcrumbs, but I don't know. I personally like the flour mixture because it gives a nice like crust on the outside, and it's a little soft, pillowy. So fair. Yeah, these right here are made with hot Cheetos, and
so you're telling me the man went from link to ball.
Yes.
Because he basically had a no homo moment.
Exactly. That was exactly the story. That's what I read. It is what it is. The bigotry made for a delicious snack. I mean,
I'm not questioning it because me personally, I prefer boudin balls over a link.
Is it? Yeah.
It's the casing. I'm not the biggest fan of like the intestine casing.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask. Okay, I don't mind, but I eat it when I have it smoked. I like the breakage. I do like that. I do.
It's something satisfying about that breaking the seal.
Yeah, and it's good. I chew on it. It is meat. It is what it is. Because I know a lot of people, they'll do crackers and they'll like scoop it out the casing and eat it, but I eat it straight up.
Really?
I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I don't mind eating.
I've never had the privilege of crackers.
I know. We should have done that. That would be fun.
I don't know. Like I said, you know what's funny? If you go to Louisiana,
we're gonna get some bananas.
These with crackers. You can eat these with
That's what I'm typically having with. Like I've never experienced it with crackers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, people eat it with it all the time. Yeah, I even asked like when I was.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I asked some of my that's true. Well, I've asked some of my Louisiana friends like, hey, like I want to get my full experience growing up. I was like, what do y'all eat? What do y'all eat it with? Oh, crackers, butter crackers, just the casing. That was kind of what we had.
I'm the uncultured one, apparently.
So here's what I'm gonna do real quick. First, I'm gonna do a little ASMR with this real quick. Here, I'm gonna give you one of these so you can grab one.
Get your ears ready, ladies and gentlemen.
So first, I'm gonna show y'all. First, these
ASMR,
are nice and warm. They have a really nice giblet. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Hold up. Ready?
I just want to feel the weight of this.
Go ahead. And then as soon as you grab it, go ahead and put it in.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all ready for this? Hold up. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That sounds so good. It's making my mouth water.
That's a real crunchy sound right there.
Yeah. So that's my fingers now.
I'm sitting next to him. There is no sound effects on that crunch. That is the effect of the ball.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it.
Can we get a scraping sound?
Yeah. Let's do a little scraping sound real quick. Ready?
Promise you guys, no sound effects.
Wow.
You guys hear that?
Mm.
It's fully cooked.
You're making us
100%.
hungry right now.
Make me something. Yeah. And you know what? It's pretty soft. I'm gonna cut into one of these real quick. I'm gonna show y'all, and then so I'm gonna do. Obviously, let's see. Ready?
That was a good crunch
sound. That was.
And so, wife, will you do me a favor? Will you put something to the camera real quick?
Oh, okay.
Here. Yeah, I'm gonna just have her hold it.
Oh,
it's okay. Look, I got it.
Focus.
So I'm gonna do a little focus.
Just put my nails in there. That's fine.
So this also has some cheese in it.
Gloss nails. Thank you.
These have some cheese in it. I didn't get a good cheese pull because these have been kind of sitting here.
Yeah.
But this is what it looks like up close. It looks delicious.
You don't think it's gonna have the same cheese pull?
No, because I've seen it. I've seen it like off the rip, and when it's hot, people be pulling them and stuff, and they're just like mozzarella. Yeah, like when you do a mozzarella steak, and that thing pulls. See if you can do it.
Let me go in for a ball busting experience here.
Not the ball busting experience.
Trademark ball busting.
Yeah, see that little miniature cheese pull here? Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
No, me neither.
Now,
Professional.
I'll tell you this. You know what I'm pleasantly surprised about?
What?
The texture of the ball, even when I broke it like that, it kind of held its own.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna experience break and the boudin rice falls out. Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised about that.
Holding very well together. And I think that's his little like deal right here. Where
Okay.
The cheese and whatever else he has in here has it together. So just off the bat right here, I just want to show like it does have lots of spices. It's got a little like I'm gonna say it's chicken.
Is that the only ones they have? Is chicken boudin?
I believe so because right now it's very limited. They don't give you like an option. So this is basically what it is. So
do you know how long he's been in operations?
2 years. Maybe.
2 years. Shout out to HTX Foodplug.
Yeah, HTX. I'll look it up on. I'd be compelled to eat it like an apple. I'm telling you, I just for the sake of the podcast, I needed to do this, but
you're compelled to eat it like an apple.
That's what
Pax said.
Yeah, my homie said right here on the.
I think you should in honor of Pax right now.
Oh, brother, live vicariously through me because this one's for you.
Where's all this stuff?
Oh my goodness! Now the cheese pull is still there, y'all.
Look at that.
So I'm gonna look up HTX real quick. I'm gonna see how long he's been. So shout out. His thing is HTX Foodplug. He's been in business here since 2023. It's only been 2 years.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Not even. It's been technically 2023 to 2024.
So like a year fully, really?
Yeah.
A year and some change?
Yeah.
Not bad. He's really made a name for himself, especially in Houston.
The community came out to show up and show out. So real quick, let's do one of these real quick.
You want to cheers one?
Let's cheer one real quick.
Let's cheer one real quick. Cheers, my boy.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Pax.
You alright?
I know. First thought. I know.
Extremely flavorful.
Very flavorful. You took the words out of my mouth.
I mean,
surprisingly flavorful to me.
It is not overdone. There's a lot of people who put too many spices in these things. This is not the case.
Now I'm so curious, right? I wish we had him in studio today, but I have questions like.
He was busy, man. I would have told him because straight up I was gonna go and talk to him about it, and I DM'd him beforehand. Maybe after the fact we could talk to him, but this is one of the situations where we might have to get him in here to.
I would like to know what his experience prior to this experiment with just boudin in general, because
this is somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the boudin is actually very, very flavorful. I'm actually surprised. To me, so I'm very skeptical. When I see gimmicky stuff like this, not to say it's gimmicky, but when you coat something in something like hot Cheetos, you know you're going to get like a viral reaction, right? It's going to be more based off of popularity. That can somewhat carry the business over the taste of the actual food.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, I'm pleasantly surprised that actually the food holds its own.
And
like
so
presentation is beautiful, but
it is, and not only that, because usually when people do the gimmicky, like the fried Twinkie or the stuff, it's for nobody really likes the flavor, the taste. Nobody enjoys it. Mm-hmm. They like it for the experience, and then it's like, okay, I did it, I ate it, we're good. All these work. The outside works. Oh,
Right. Now I'm gonna go in on the sauce. I kind of want to taste the sauce by itself.
That's why I gave you that fork, because I was gonna see what you thought about that. Let me see. Ketchup.
Kind of like a
kind of Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, like Big Mac sauce. Kind of Southwest mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
So so we have ketchup in here. We have I see the relish. Oh, I do want to say it's a little bit of mayonnaise.
Can y'all pull the mics closer to yourself?
Why can I? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's very ketchup based for sure.
Ketchup based.
Yeah.
Like cane sauce?
This is actually a real hard sauce. Kind of like cane sauce, but not really. Like, think cane sauce, a little bit more on the ketchup side. Yeah. So I guess is that like the vinegary side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad, but let me actually try it with the actual boudin ball.
Me too.
Yeah. so sweet about it.
I tried it with the boudin. Let me try it with the skin.
I know y'all are enjoying it, but can we enjoy it too?
I'm not gonna kill it. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. We're hard workers over here.
Sauce
We want to review it.
actually really complements the boudin ball. Boudin ball was good on its own. Sauce did elevate the boudin ball a little bit more.
It doesn't take anything away from it.
Not at all, but didn't overpower either.
Exactly, because I tasted sauce by itself. I was worried that it was gonna be too much. I thought
Same.
the rice. Yeah, I thought the rice was it's so excellent on its own.
Yeah.
I thought it's like, oh, this is not. It actually doesn't. So yeah.
I have this weird thing about orange condiment sauces. I normally think that orange condiment sauces typically are more on the overpowering side. They kind of take over the flavor of the actual food.
Yeah.
Some people end up like drowning their food in the actual sauce rather than just enjoying like a little dip or a little.
And I hate that. I hate that because when you see it, it's like, and then I know you've seen the videos where they have the meal and then either it's drenched and it's overspilling.
Right.
That's all, it's not good. It's like
At that point, you're not eating the food; you're just eating the sauce.
That's a crutch. Yeah. So
Right.
I agree with you. Here, I'm gonna guys take some here, babe.
Feel free, guys.
Yeah.
Dig in.
I give you half of mine. I don't know if you guys just want to taste it.
Off of mine?
Yeah. Okay. So here, and then y'all can share one too, and
We put
then
these nails in here
yeah.
again.
Who's got clean hands so y'all can come and grab one. And then here goes a knife over here. Here goes one for us.
I
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I will say,
And then grab a fork too.
I want to hear your guys'
yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say.
your
about
honest
this too.
review. Oh.
Ooh.
Little bit of weight
Okay,
there.
we're-
That bad boy has a little weight on him.
Even the
So
half of it.
looks like
kinda-
Dragon Balls. So if you guys are just joining us, these are boudin balls from HTX Foodplug. They're boudin balls. They're chicken boudin. They're coated with hot Cheeto dust. Which, by the way, for Cheeto dust, they're keeping.
Okay. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
No,
I
go
know what you're
ahead.
gonna say too.
Go ahead.
They're not crumbling. Everything's
Yes.
staying together.
I don't know if you guys saw like my initial tear of it. I kept going for a napkin, right?
What's up?
But check out this napkin. If anybody who's ever eaten a hot Cheeto knows that Cheeto leaves a very potent residue on your hands, right? Check out this napkin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but I've been rubbing it off. I don't have any
Nothing?
red dust residue, which I'm actually very surprised about.
I'm very surprised too.
Now, I will say, initial thoughts, I thought the hot Cheeto outside was going to be like the overpowering flavor. But no, that's why I want to know how long he's had experience making boudin, because the boudin is the primary flavor that you're tasting.
Everything is exactly at the spice level needs to be, the flavor level needs to be. Nothing's overpowering. It's exactly what I wanted from this experience.
Oh, the flavor's incredible. Hey, shout out to you, HTX.
Honestly, it's not too spicy either.
Right,
You know?
I
can barely taste the hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Right. So it's more of the aesthetic. I thought going into it, because hot Cheeto can be a little bit overpowering, right? I thought I was going to taste all hot Cheeto and just like 20% rice and seasoning. But actually, you were getting more of the actual boudin ball.
You are.
So
And
yeah.
I feel like I don't taste hot Cheeto
at all. If anything,
Gives
it's
like
like
a little-
it's a hint,
Yeah.
and it just complements it perfectly.
It is.
Pleasant surprise. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So right here, I just want to catch up with some comments first. Pack said he's going to get us with some authentic Baltimore crab cakes. We'll be not international, interstate taste testers of other cuisines from up north. Thank you so much for that. He also was very impressed
Love me a
with
good
the
plug.
structural integrity of our balls.
Whoa.
I then said she thought boudin was seafood. It is not. It can be. There's crawfish boudin.
There is crawfish boudin. I've had crawfish boudin balls
Yes.
Where?
from that. Not gatekeeping that spot, but that spot on in Louisiana. If you've ever been down on good old I-10, you know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't know, you passed by it. I know you have.
Exactly.
That's so funny. Just joking.
You'll see I'm going to rate it right now. Hot Cheeto covered anything is usually overrated. This is not overrated.
You want to try the sauce?
Oh yeah. Did you guys have the sauce? Did you have it?
I know.
You don't even have to do too much of
Yeah.
it.
I don't know if I should like stick them all.
I know. I just want to like.
I don't matter.
burn
I
it.
mean,
You go in however you want to go in.
I have a
Hey.
fresh one too. I have a fresh
Hey.
one. Yeah.
It's very like gelatin. Like,
The beauty of food
Or-
is
yeah,
you can
you can-
approach it any way you want.
Yeah, and then if you just want to put it down on the plate too, it's whatever.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Or
I'm
underneath.
very pleasantly surprised, y'all.
I am too. Like this is extremely good.
Even the amount of like dust residue that comes off the ball, it's actually like the
Oh.
most minimum amount of dust that can actually come off the ball. I'm expecting like bottom of a Cheeto bag type dust. It's not.
It's not. It's not at all.
My plate has the very like minimum amount of Cheeto dust.
Sugar
It's
in
an,
it.
it's an amazing. Like
There's sugar.
so okay, we're gonna break this down.
Letter.
Rube, do you want one of these? Are you hungry? Please.
No, but I kind of want to try it. But,
You have a piece of mine.
You just say no.
yeah, that's got to take.
I like it with the
I
sauce.
just want to take out.
It is good with
The
the
sauce
sauce.
complements it.
It
It's
does.
not overpowering though.
Wow.
Surprisingly upsetting.
That's fine. We got food and
So,
Take out.
we're gonna go backwards. So first, I want to ask you, let's just do presentation, 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10 presentation.
You can do decimals. I don't care. We wild around here.
I like the whole numbers.
That's a professional score.
Oh, brother, I would. My 10 scale is very hard, y'all.
Mhm.
Like, to me, I feel like if you give something a 10, you are limiting yourself
Yeah.
to that is what a 10 should be, right? So I don't know. For me, it would be a hard 10, but I'm thinking like 9.
Yeah, I agree with
I'm
you
so
guys.
thoroughly. I'm actually very thoroughly impressed with it.
Yeah, because
More than I thought it would be.
and I guess let me see if I got in your head. The integrity, the shape is there.
Yep.
These have been sitting here for about 20 minutes. The integrity's there. There's not like an abundance of Cheeto dust. So
That's what I'm pleasantly surprised
yeah,
about.
it didn't break up. It didn't break apart.
If you can look in this actual pan, it's more of like garnishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the parsley.
The parsley garnishing of it, not the actual Cheeto dust, which I'm so like. I don't know if that's because after you bake it, it like the integrity of the dust holds it on its own, like it's
Yeah.
kind of built like that texture
oil
around the ball.
seeps into it.
Right, so it's kind of holding a little bit more of like a hard texture.
Mhm.
But to me, like, I mean, I've never cooked with hot Cheetos before.
Correct.
So, I'm surprised. I'm impressed.
I am.
Texture wise, so what did you give the
The presentation.
overall presentation?
I'm gonna give it a solid 9 as well.
9?
I literally, I've eaten so many boudin balls. I've eaten so much boudin. And like I said, even when we cut it open, when we had different parts of it, it held its shape. It looked beautiful. The color inside is beautiful. It doesn't look, because boudin, sometimes you get it and it looks kind of not stale. I don't want to say stale, but more like pale. It's just white. It has a little bit of
I agree.
I
agree. Yes.
It doesn't look appetizing. Sometimes it always usually tastes good, but it doesn't look appetizing. And so this right here, even inside and out, I know you guys really can't.
So
see
would
it.
you want to give a different rating for interior presentation?
Overall,
That
I'm
9?
giving it a
I'm
9.
cool with a 9. A 9 I feel like is a
Yeah.
very solid number for this.
it is because and like I don't know what would give it a 10.
I was about to ask that. What do you think could change to make it a 10?
Here, Mike.
I'm pretty sure they can hear me.
No, you can't hear.
What?
The
Well, I'm
question
asking you,
was,
so.
what would give it a 10? And I think
Spice.
no for only presentation right now.
Oh.
It would be. I'm gonna say.
Redder.
No, right. We're eating that red 40. That's probably banned.
No, I think the only thing, and this is the only thing I would change is, you said these sat for 20 minutes.
Mhm.
I can only imagine how these present fresh. When you
Fresh.
get a fresh cheese bowl. I think if I had a fresh cheese bowl, this would have been a 10 out of 10.
It might have been.
That's not on him. That's on
Yeah, that's
us
on us.
taking 20 minutes to actually eat
Yeah.
it.
And so it might be us that kind of invalidated the score a little bit.
There's something satisfying about a very good cheese pull when you crack something open.
Also worth the wait. Is it worth the wait? I waited 45 minutes in line, and then I ordered, like I said, I ordered it in 3 minutes, and then I waited another 20 minutes or so, I think, to grab them. Would I wait again? Yeah, I'd wait again. So I would say it would be worth the wait.
I think that's worth the wait.
Yeah.
I would love for him to. I mean, he probably already has this idea. I don't have to give you an idea, my man. Yeah, I know you know what you're doing. I would expand the menu.
Yeah.
So, because that's all he's offering right now is these hot Cheeto boudin balls, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So right now he has 3 different things on the menu right now. So first thing he has is these. He's got wings and pasta. But the only reason I didn't get any of that stuff is because I wanted to focus
strictly on
this, the staple.
That's fair.
And the second thing is just like whenever pasta's easy, sauce is easy. Let's be honest. I mean, that's such. And I'm not knocking him. It might be good, but it's such a basic thing to go.
I don't know, y'all. Like, I would recommend if you're gonna make that weight. Yeah, obviously you don't have to buy a whole pan of these, right?
Yeah.
You get 1 or 2 boudin balls, maybe like 5 wings.
Yeah, and I
This
agree
might
with
be
you.
a very good meal.
I agree with you. The woman in front of me had ordered 2 boxes of wings, a quarter pasta, and 2 balls. That was the order. I think it was like $30, I think. So it wasn't such a bad deal. Like, if you're gonna get a combo thing, if you don't want just boudin, which I love just boudin. I don't care. That would be the go-to. But yeah, so yeah, I would do it again. It was worth the wait. I'm gonna go. So what about the sauce? We're rating the sauce now on its own, and then with the boudin.
Oh, sauce on its own. I'm going
7.
I'm going 6.5. I'll bust out the decimal system on this one. Yeah,
I can meet
6.5. I don't mind ketchup. I'm not the biggest fan of ketchup. That's a story for another day. I kind of ate myself out of the whole ketchup ring, but just because it's a little bit more on the stronger ketchup side, that's the only reason why I would go 6.5.
Correct. Yeah. No.
You guys don't want to know how I ate myself out of ketchup.
No. Yeah, because I mean, like, it's ketchup such a crutch condiment.
It is.
Yeah.
I feel like ketchup is
why
the
I
crutch
like
of
this.
condiments.
Yeah, because it's been so ingrained into our our society. I mean, what fries, eggs.
In America.
Yeah,
in America.
Everything you don't.
With Mexicans, people eat with tamales, man.
Right.
No.
But you gotta think strictly American cuisine, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hamburgers,
Yep.
hot dogs, fries. Guess what we're putting on there? Ketchup.
Yeah.
Some people will put a little bit more than they should, but like Robert was saying, it's a crutch for the American taste bud.
You can go to any restaurant. I don't care what restaurant it is. You
can
know,
have a bottle of ketchup on the table.
any restaurant. If you throw a dead baby, you're hitting a bottle of ketchup. That's what it is.
You can go to the oldest.
I'm not having my fries without ketchup.
You can go to the oldest diner. I don't care where it is in America. They're gonna have a bottle of ketchup on the table.
100%.
It's a staple of American food.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Now again, and so okay, so since we said that, with that being said, what was the thing with the boudin ball? What is the sauce? The flavor?
Am I strictly judging just the sauce with the boudin ball, or now I'm judging the boudin and the sauce as a whole?
Yeah, boudin
as a whole.
As a whole.
Oh.
Yeah. So again, we'll get to the boudin by itself, but what does the sauce do for the boudin ball?
I think the sauce surprisingly enhances the taste of the boudin ball.
Okay. So what are we at?
I'm going 10.
You
I
think-
mean 9.5.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna give it 10 today. 9.5.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the 9. I'm gonna hit you with the 9 because I feel the same way. It's good, but the ball can be eaten without this. That's why I'm saying if it needed it, if it like that, I would put it a little. Maybe I'm gonna give it a 9.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I get what you mean too, because I use the sauce.
Yeah.
I barely touch the sauce.
Yeah.
I put like
Exactly.
just a little dab on a piece.
Yeah.
The ball did not need the sauce.
It did not at all.
I didn't
But
like this sauce.
it was a beautiful compliment to the ball, though.
It was. I'm gonna put another one. I'm about to eat this up.
Go ahead and throw it this way. Thanks.
You want another one?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Here, give me your plate. And then
Rude. Okay.
Would you give it a 9? The sauce on the ball?
the sauce. No, I would give it either like 8.7 to 9. Sorry, thank you.
That's fair. That's fair. Like high 8 sounds about right.
High 8 sounds, yeah, because again, like this is not like some like mind blowing sauce. It gives such a good flavor to the boudin ball but it's not like a mind blowing like, oh my god, the sauce needs to be like packaged and bottled for stuff. It's a good complimentary sauce. I don't know what else he had because again, off the bat, a little bit probably is mayo, ketchup, dill, what is it, relish?
Yeah, relish.
And maybe some Worcestershire.
Now I'll ask you this.
Okay.
Would you change the sauce? Do you think there's an adjustment to that sauce that might complement the boudin ball better?
Spice. A little bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Somebody in the crowd said the ball could have had a little bit more spice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're wrong.
No, I agree.
You could not taste the
And so, yeah, you can't taste hot Cheetos. You can
It's
taste
just
the texture of
light
it,
little, like-
and you can have the hint of it. There's no heat to
Like
it.
the end of it.
Right.
Right?
So that's the only thing about the perception of like a hot Cheeto flavor, anything.
Yeah.
Anything. You would think it has a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a spice in it, right?
Big facts.
Surprisingly enough, this doesn't. I will say that is probably the adjustment that could be made. It's just a little bit more spice. And I'm not talking about like the last dab spice, right? We're just asking for just a little bit more spice. A little tang, a little kick.
Exactly. It's got plenty of tang, in my opinion, because of the ketchup and because it's too much acid. Relish and ketchup.
Yeah.
Too acidic.
I agree.
But it does, again, it lends itself to the ball, the flavor, and it's good. If we had a little bit of spice in here, we would cook it with Crisco. We'd be in it. So there. Okay. So, got it out of the way. We're here for the rating of the boudin itself. Boudin ball. Overall, 100%. We're from the crust upside, from the tasting side, the integrity, the cheese, everything. What's your final score on this?
9.5. If I can give it a 10, I would have gave it a 10.
I'm 100% agree with you. 9.5 is the perfect spot for this right here. This is top 3 for me for boudin ball as boudin goes. This is top 3.
Mind you guys, I'm very like I already mentioned, I'm skeptical when it comes to stuff that has like a viral appearance to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised. It is a lot better tasting than I couldn't even imagine it would be.
Yeah.
The boudin was perfectly cooked.
100%.
Seasonings perfect. Every single bite you could taste the seasoning that was put into the actual boudin ball.
Yeah, because it's not difficult to make rice, but you have to parboil. You have to make sure that it's not going to overcook when you put it in there. Because there's a lot of places, people that make the boudin and it mushes.
Right.
And you're just getting paste. That's not
Right.
what I'm here for. I'm here for individual grain.
Right.
I'm here to be able to have the textures work with the meat, work with the spices. Because
Right.
sometimes there's green onion in it. There's what else? Different bits of, like if it's chicken, it's got thigh meat, it's got breast meat. You can taste these textures. If it's pork, same thing. It's got a little bit of fat in it. It's got a little bit of like the very very soft pork. Amazing. This has cheese in it. I don't usually prefer my boudin with cheese. This didn't take anything away from it. So I'm right there with you. 9.5, top 3 boudin I've ever had. It's amazing.
I agree. Top 3 boudin for sure. Consistency throughout the entire ball was a big thing too.
100%.
I feel like the seasoning and the flavor of the seasonings never left. Whether you got a piece that was more towards the core of the ball or more towards the outer layer of the ball, the circumference of the ball, mind you.
Yeah, if you will.
If you will.
Man, I know my fat cells is chewing on his ear right now, but
Go in, brother. Hey, this has been one that's been in the making for a while. So trust me, for both of us, like we are really enjoying this. We've had plans to eat this boudin ball for a while now, and I've seen it viral for months, almost like when it first came out. I saw it.
Me too. And I was okay. Let me tell you why it's controversial. I was going to say because the price of these the price of these balls were absurd. I was not going to pay for 3 balls. I was not going to pay $25. You couldn't put a gun in my head to buy like 3 of anything for $25. I don't care what.
Okay, all right. Now see.
What?
Hey, I'm Mr. Frugal. I'm just gonna admit to that. With the price point of all foods now, $25 for a ball that size. Now, in my opinion, not that bad.
It isn't because I didn't know that they were this big. Only later did I notice how big they were. Early on, I don't think they were this big. Early on,
You think they were smaller when he first dropped?
I think so, which is why I was
Maybe
so
a little
upset.
backlash for price point.
And I tell you what, a lot of people. So I like he may correct me if he ever watches this, but I've seen people in the comments talking about they're not going to pay that much for Boudin Ball. So
Fair.
Yeah, at the time I think they were a little smaller. He changed it up. I know he's making his money. As a matter of fact, congratulations to him because he just bought a location. He's going to open up a restaurant. Congratulations.
Opening up the storefront.
It's Ishmael.
Shout out to you.
Congratulations to you, sir. This is again. I'm excited to see what you have planned for the future. I'm excited to try your other meals. Maybe we can go down and check it out firsthand when the store opens up. I'm a huge fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd pay for this again. I'd wait in line for this again. Everything was amazing. It tasted great. Like if y'all were here, first they'd all be gone, and then it'd be it'd be nasty. Like
we might have to blur out some of that.
Yeah, it might be something you have to pay to see. If you know what I'm saying.
You know what's funny? I'm going back to the price point.
It doesn't work.
I don't think 25 for 3 balls is bad.
Right, right now I'm gonna agree with you only because again they're a bigger. If you would have saw them
The original, like when he first came out with it, I could see that.
I believe that was what.
You don't think he's changed his price point since?
I'll tell you
Like he's
now.
kept it 25 flat for 3?
Yes, because I've been stalking him because I've been wanting these things.
Oh yeah.
So they were asking how much was a tray. So like I was saying before, a tray of 12 with 6 sauces is $100. 3 boudin balls is $25.
I'd pay it.
We knew
I
everybody.
think that's a fair price point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of
Now,
them.
is this an every weekend thing? No.
No. Oh no.
Yeah. But this is an occasional, let's
No,
celebrate,
no.
let's wait in line.
Okay, mind you, we currently have 7 heads in the studio right now.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
You said this was a tray of 12.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 still left in there, and we've all had a bite.
Yeah. We have.
I wouldn't say this. Obviously, I don't think anybody would approach boudin ball as the full meal.
Mm-mm.
Like you're not eating a boudin ball and thinking, this is dinner for the night, 1 ball, right? Obviously, you would eat it with something else.
No,
Yeah,
I can-
something.
I could think like 1 ball, and like I said, 1 ball, maybe like 5 wings. Solid meal.
Oh, I can put down a good couple of them. Yeah. I'm not gonna get
He's not
too bold in
stuffing.
here, but
My bad.
no, 6 of them I could take it down, no problem. This is all I would eat. I wouldn't eat anything else for the
You would eat just the boudin
Yeah, I
ball?
would. That's how much I love boudin. That's how much.
That's
I take
fair. That's
boudin.
fair.
I've taken you. I
Yeah, it's boudin connoisseur. right here.
I individually have taken each one of y'all to a spot. I've never taken you to a spot. I took him, and then together we've all been to Louisiana to go eat what I wanted to eat. But I've taken you to Bert's, and Bert's, you know how special Bert's is to me.
Bert's is very special to his heart.
It was a meat market that served boudin, a lot of soul food, southern comfort food. It closed down during the pandemic because of the son, I believe, or the nephew, the son of the owner. He moved to Austin. He wanted to make it out there. Didn't happen. I don't have my soul food no more. I'm heartbroken about it, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, so I take it seriously. I can eat this all day long. This is one of the best meals, boudin balls meals that I've had in years. So
The ball is currently room temperature, kind of lukewarm.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Still
still
good.
pretty impressed
Yeah.
by the taste.
Mhm.
The flavor of the ball is just holding its own. I'm just very pleasantly surprised by that.
the fact that it's cold does not change the texture. It does not change the flavor because when things get cold, it tastes like
Yeah,
the flavor goes away.
it loses the flavor.
Yeah.
Right, it loses. You start getting more of a bland flavor to food once it has lost the fresh, hot feeling.
100%. So yeah. Okay. So that was amazing. I don't want to keep on. I don't want to stroke this man's ego anymore. It was good. It was excellent. I enjoyed it.
Overall, what are you giving that ball then?
We're hitting
Oh,
solid.
we're talking about appearance, texture, taste. What are you giving it?
And price.
And price. We've thrown in the price point now.
I hit it with a 9. It's up there. Again, for a top 3, this for me it's a 9 ball.
I'm not even the biggest boudin fan. 9.3.
9.3, yeah.
9.3. I was impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's such a good flavor, so I'm happy about it. So real quick, since we still got a little bit of time, we have about. We're gonna go to a next segment after this, but I want to talk about the last meal that we had as well. Real quick, we'll do like a quick 12-minute review on the. Went to St. Arnold's 2 weeks ago, and we had the pork shank. I took a note of it because I needed to talk about it after the fact. I've never had this. This is like a Peruvian such and such.
Do you have a picture of the pork shank whole?
No, but I can find it because they have it up on their site. So this is
I'm such a fan of presentation. The pork shank presentation was very
extremely well.
It was well done.
Yeah,
it was very well done.
I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know. Do you want to try to give it a crack?
Oh, brother.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not trying to get canceled today.
So I'm gonna say it's called a Bavarian pork shank. The local name for it is Schweinschacks.
That's very accurate.
That's just about for us. At least
yeah, it's for us anyways.
So the whole dish in total was a herb fried mini potato that was like not a garnish but like a side dish. Herb fried mini potatoes had beet sauerkraut and pepperdew relish. I'd never heard of pepperdew relish, but that's what it had. So on the outside, how would you describe like the texture and the look?
Appearance, I liked. Like anytime when it comes to, it was a pork shank. It looked like how would I describe it? Not like a drumstick. You think of like a big beef drumstick.
From the Flintstones. Remember those?
Yes. Remember those like big like brontosaurus?
Yeah, like legs.
Meat on a stick type deal.
With a bone sticking out.
With a bone sticking out.
That's exactly what it looked like.
I thought you took a picture of it.
I probably did. I won't be able to find it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have so many. I have like 3,000 pictures.
If there's a picture, we'll find it.
Yeah.
We'll upload it.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
It'll be right here. Like,
right.
Ding. Yeah. And there we go. Okay.
Wow. That was cute.
Yeah.
Ding.
He added the sound effect right on the spot, y'all.
Please nobody Photoshop something nasty. Okay, it doesn't matter. And so it was good. It had a nice it looked crispy from the outside. It looked. It
was soft. It was tender from the inside.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell the way it was flaky. So
right.
It was crispy. The meat itself, even though it's pork and even though it's a shank, it was not salty. It was not overly salty.
Agree, but now, do you think that was more of the what was that, the pickled radish?
Yeah.
That was complimenting it.
Yeah. So I wrote it down here. It was the sauerkraut. It was mild.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah. And it was perfectly salty. It wasn't over salty. Well, we don't like I don't like sauerkraut either. This was a beet sauerkraut, and it was salty. It wasn't rubbery. It wasn't like I'm not a sauerkraut guy. I'm not, but in Texas, I guess you're supposed to be because we have like German roots and stuff.
That doesn't sound right.
We do,
Not at all.
In Texas?
Yeah, believe it or
Absolutely
not.
not.
Yeah, I need some history, dog. I need to read a book.
We might all need to get fact checked after this episode.
I know, but yeah.
Sauerkraut in Texas?
Yeah, I mean we have a huge Czech population. We have a German population up north in
Where?
Green, Texas.
That's
Guys,
not
there's
here,
festivals.
though.
Sounded like 200 people.
No, it's
Yeah.
more, and it's like it is.
Hey,
I'm not
200 German people.
Yeah.
Fact check that.
And then so that was the salty part of it, and then the pepperdew relish was
literally
sweet
Czech, and I don't
and had a very
know
mild
that.
spice to it. It had like not spicy, but a spice. It was like a like a Christmas.
Right.
It reminded me of the holiday.
A very seasonal taste to it. Now, I would say the shank was served with a side of potatoes.
Yeah.
I did not mind the actual pork shank. I thought it was cooked well, tender, juicy. My only thing is, I do think the main attraction was supposed to be the pork shank.
Yeah.
I think the sauerkraut stole the show.
It did, 100%. Again, I don't like sauerkraut. This blew my mind that sauerkraut could taste like this.
Right.
Yeah. Again, and it complemented that right there. Talk about sauces. If we're gonna do like a complimentary thing,
sauerkraut on that pork shank complimented way better than, like, not saying this sauce didn't.
Yeah, but ketchup was basic.
Right.
That elevated to a 10. By itself, it was a 10. It elevated the pork to a 10, in my opinion. It was the best combination of flavors, textures, colors. It was an amazing dish.
I know, because I've never had beet sauerkraut before, so it came out with that like kind of. What was the color? Like
Okay,
purple,
here, let me ask you,
reddish.
did you eat it at first before, or did you wait to the end and you wish you had more pork because how good it was? I didn't eat it a lot and get to enjoy it until the end of the
What,
meal.
the sauerkraut?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a bite of the sauerkraut. I couldn't have a bite of the pork shank without the sauerkraut after I had it. It just complemented it so well. That's why I thought it kind of stole the show from the pork shank.
Yeah.
At that point, it was more about you ordered the sauerkraut, and then they gave you the pork shank as a compliment to that.
Yeah,
Right?
100%. I agree with you. And I saw how amazing the sauerkraut was. But again, we're supposed to be rating the pork shank. No. But it is what it is. It was good. Such a good like presentation.
So let's go by the rating scale for that then.
Okay, so
presentation wise.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna give it an 8 because I wish it looked more. If you're gonna go all out, if you're gonna make, because it was the longest thing that was made. We ordered nachos and this and that and whatever. This took the longest to make. It took like 25, maybe 30 minutes to make. If it's gonna take that long to bring it out like if I'm like a King Henry and you're about to drop a.
I mean, did it come out on like a silver plate?
I don't know.
I would have to look back at that picture.
Yeah, I would have to too. I think it was white plate. I don't think it was silver.
Plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it should have gave that King Henry feel, you know.
But yeah, it should have. It didn't. That was the only thing because they put everything together and it was there, but it wasn't like it didn't. That didn't brought the dish together. I'll say that.
I agree.
Yeah, so that was an 8, and then because I didn't know, because I was trying things individually. I was trying things.
Yeah,
together.
Presentation. I'm giving it like 7.5.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah.
I thought the shank was gonna be bigger.
I did too. It looked big on the picture. Yeah. So it is what it is. And then okay, let's do the sauerkraut. So the beet sauerkraut, I already said it was a 10. What do you at? I thought it was amazing.
Taste wise?
Taste, texture, color.
Never had beet sauerkraut. First ever experience. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Not a sauerkraut guy either.
Yeah, and this was. I would eat it again. I would ask for it again.
I would ask for the sauerkraut and see if I could put it on another dish.
Yes, I would too. That's how good it was. Put it on a hot dog.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I think y'all are lying about not liking sauerkraut now.
No. This specific sauerkraut.
Liars. I think y'all love it.
These are my. Huh?
Have you had sauerkraut before?
I've
had sauerkraut before.
Yeah.
I've never had beet sauerkraut.
So maybe it's the beet that made it better.
Oh yeah.
You've never had sauerkraut ever, right?
So he's never right. So we're hearing that. Yeah, when he had it with us, it was extremely good.
Weird smell to it.
Yeah. So we had 9 and 10. That was where we were with that one. The pepperdew relish. I'm trying to remember. It was like that. It was red. That red pepperdew relish.
We're all going to get
so
sauerkraut
again, that right there.
I thought the relish complemented the sauerkraut perfectly.
It did because it was sweet.
Right.
Sauerkraut was a little salty.
A little salty.
The pepperdew
sweet.
was sweet.
Right. It kind of offset it.
Yeah, and with the meat, it did give a sweet and salty, meaty, not overwhelmingly meaty, but meaty flavor, and that I love that. So the pepperdew too, I'm gonna give it a 9 because, I'll give it an 8. The 8 because it just wasn't as like bold.
Yeah, it was more of a complimentary piece.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
8's a fair rating. I'll stick with an 8 as well.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to say pepperdew.
Pepperdew.
Yeah, the
Might not be the way. That's the way I read it. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it.
God.
And then the fried mini herb potatoes. What were you with that one?
Taste,
texture,
okay,
flavor.
Texture, I felt like possibly. This is just me. I've cooked small potatoes in a lot of different ways. I thought that potato might have been slightly undercooked.
Okay.
Taste wise, for potatoes, if you underseason a potato, you're just not gonna get the most out of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was slightly undercooked. I thought it was a little bit on the bland side.
Did you? I can agree with you for an herb potato.
For an herb potato.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit on the cooking wise. I thought again boiled. I had them pan fried. They absorb a lot of oil sometimes. I kept going back to potatoes. I didn't think it was perfectly cooked, but I didn't think it was undercooked because I know that undercooked you have those soft and then hard chunks. I didn't get any of that. You may have gotten it. I didn't get any from what I had, and of course they were tiny. You really can't mess it up.
Do you think you were going back on the potatoes just because they were there, though? Let me ask you: if I took the pork shank out, I took the beet sauerkraut out, would you still rate those potatoes exactly how you just did? Be honest.
No, you're not wrong.
Be honest.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was again. It wasn't like a.
It wasn't a mind blowing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So yeah, 7.
Yeah, that's fair. 7.
Yeah.
6.5.
It wasn't. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't the worst potato I've ever had, but it wasn't like mind blowing.
I've had better. Oh, okay. See, now I'm just sounding like a hater. I've had better roasted potatoes.
One of us has to be a hater.
I like those mini potatoes you have at a crawfish boil.
Yeah.
I've had better experiences with those.
I agree, because all it is water and seasoning. So you're right. So it's really not hard to make a potato.
Right.
And then okay, so the pork shank by itself, where you at with it?
Pork shank by itself.
Yeah.
8.3.
I'm gonna go with the 8 as well. It wasn't. It was a little, just a tad bit on the dry.
Yeah.
It wasn't moist, but it was what is the word I'm looking for? It was tender.
Tender. It was definitely tender.
Yeah, it was very tender. The outside is crispy. I enjoyed that.
Right.
And then, I mean, y'all saw me. I was sucking on that bone like
No.
I ain't never eaten before in my life. Like,
That's why you're
he was most definitely sucking on the bone.
I wish somebody had a picture, but they don't, because I don't know.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you just had to be there. It had to be something you had to watch.
I would say I like that the meat was tender.
Yeah.
Was a little on the dry side. Like I felt like with that shank, it was good.
Yeah.
It needed the sauerkraut.
It did.
It really did.
And again, the sauerkraut did wonders to it. And again, I'm high key. If we ever had any of this again, let's just say we didn't have any of it, I would eat the sauerkraut by itself. That's how good it was.
I agree. I'm telling you, I think it just stole the show when it came to that plate.
It did. I can't stop talking about that either. So there's that. It is what it is. So shank by itself, what are we looking at?
8 flat. Maybe even like 7.
High 7?
Yeah, 7.7 maybe.
I'm with you. I'm a 7.7 too.
I think like I haven't had the most pork shanks in my life, but I'm thinking I could find a better one out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, going to the German towns one day.
Now, price point. What was the price of that?
Oh my God, I should have wrote it down.
I believe it was like on the 20-ish side, like 20,
I think it's
$23 to $25 price point.
How many of us ate? 3?
Yeah.
But we still would have eaten more.
Yeah, one person could easily finish that.
Yeah, so for $25, it wasn't like a mind-blowing experience.
No, a little underwhelming for $25.
Yeah. It had the potential to be a $25 plate. It wasn't a $25
I'll tell you this. 3 boudin balls for $25. That's what I'm saying. Like, now think price point, right? That pork shank, $25. Yeah. 3 boudin balls, $25. That 3 boudin balls not sounding too bad for $25 anymore, right?
It's not. I'm with you on that one. The other one could have been way better. I mean, again, it was if you deconstruct it, whole shank, bunch of potatoes, everything cooked individually. Got the stuff on the side, the veggies. I wouldn't buy it again.
I agree. I mean,
we had it.
Mind you, we were at the St. Arnold's Brewery.
Yeah.
I felt like it definitely fell into the theme of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Or the theme of the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after that initial taste, I probably wouldn't go back for just the pork shank.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, you're at St. Arnold's. I don't think that's why you're there.
No.
True.
To begin with.
True.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, I think they just had that as a menu item to play into the theme. Like, it was kind of the theme of St. Arnold's was always like medieval-ish.
Yeah.
So I mean, pork shank, some beet sauerkraut.
Okay. So overall, what would you put it at?
Oh man, high 7 for price point and taste. I'm going high 7, maybe even like 7.5, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Price point, taste, presentation. Again, the colors are beautiful. The only thing that got me was the fact that it was tender. It was dry, a little dry.
Little dry.
It's unfortunate. If you ever have to describe something as dry at all, no matter where it lies on the spectrum,
you're losing points.
Yeah, so I'm going. It's like 7.6.
7.6. Yeah, that's fair. I'm giving it like 7.5 on it. 7.5. I'm curious. How do you think they cooked that pork shank though? It was like you think slow roast?
I think it's partly roasted and then I think it's fried. I think it's
maybe that's what dried it out.
Yeah, I agree. Just like because like if you do turkey leg, I know I've had you know me. I always deep fry turkey legs for Thanksgiving. I've seen that texture. That's where we were. I don't know if they did. They probably didn't like roast it. They probably just fried it straight up, and it is what it is. But it didn't keep the juice. It didn't keep what I wanted it.
Yeah, I think for preparation time too, he's not exaggerating. It took about half an hour for that from the time he ordered it for it to get out to the table.
Yeah.
For that prep time, I thought it could have been executed a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I guess that was that for the month of February. I mean, that was a good. Those are the highlights. Do you have anything else you want to you that stood out to you? Any honorable mentions before we leave?
Any honorable mentions? Oh man, I eat a lot, so I would
didn't-
really have to go through my memory bank for that one.
I didn't have anything special either. Like I off the top of my head, couldn't think of anything that we ate that was like.
Nothing bad, but nothing
Yeah,
exceptional enough
yeah,
to
no
just
honorable
pop.
mentions.
Yeah, no honorable mentions. Nothing off the top of my head that I can remember.
Yeah. But again, shout out HTX Foodplug. Thank you so much for this. I hope we can go and do that again.
Hey, congrats on the storefront. Keep
yeah.
doing your thing, man.
100%. Like I'm gonna support this guy as much as I can in the future. I'll wait in line again. Like this is worth it. I'm not saying I was a hater in the beginning. I'm just saying I was a little skeptical.
No, I agree. I was 100% skeptical.
Yeah. So great. So anyway, this is the new podcast, Defunct, Delicacy. That's Min, and I'm Robert. And thank you for joining us. Stay hungry.
Good eats, y'all.
Good eats.